Boise State Broncos and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Notre Dame head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Broncos offense will go to work first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will now get its first chance with the football. A matchup that we're going to lock in on, left side of the line, and whether they can keep this edge rusher at bay. Carr. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Play action, Carr. Fires to the wideout. What a grab with one hand.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the red zone, it's Mobley. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Offense in a bunch formation. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Irish! Into the end zone for 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Riley. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Mobley. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice, and you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why. So successful this season.
They'll ride the hot hand. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Walton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Pulls and fires complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Throwing, Carr. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Carr. Here's a heat. Big fella moving. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down.
Turning it on! Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Madsen. Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Broncos have moved it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Riley. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr to throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Working on the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. When you break into the top 5, halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to get it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on third and goal. Wants to throw. It's Carr. And it's incomplete on third down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions.
Gonna let it fly. Snatches it on the right. Finds some room. Slippery slide. Find his way. Away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing, Carr, looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now, here's second and long. Play action, C.J. Carr. This one's complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. Could not make his way to the corner. They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside, it's Walton. Finding some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Carr. Caught over the middle. It's Graham.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. Fourth down, Carr. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And then have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Right on the money. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle eight, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Hands it off on the counter. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle. Him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 18 team, the James Madison Dukes.
on the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. He wants to change this route. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can...
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Fighting Irish. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. To the air, it's Madsen. Oh, they're after him! And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Running to Green. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on second down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. Past the 50, the 40, at the 30, inside the 10. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Boise State.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway. You scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He's got him. Makes the catch, and he's free. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Walton.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. There's the pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Looking for space. It's Osborne.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quick release on the RPO. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got...
Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Osborne. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most important.
Touchdown, Iron! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we've already seen him catch a touchdown, and now they're using his speed in another way. Like, when you have a monster, you give him the football. You feed him. So they give him the football, hand it to him, let him use his speed, get to the outside, make a play, and score a touchdown for this offense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Madsen. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Off the RPO, complete. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Throwing, Carr. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Western. Go. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Osborne. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Carr fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down is just another down to these guys. A perfect 4 for 4 so far. Fourth down, Carr. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for the edge, it's Mobley. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Osborne. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Carr on play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Irish... Punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Madsen. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Wagner.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The run inside. It's Riley. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Broncos will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Quickly out to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Clock stops as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Oh, look out, the ball's free. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Going for 6. Touchdown, Broncos! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And they tacked on the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Osborne. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Right back to him on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that